The dead internet theory could be closer than ever to becoming reality, as Facebook and Instagram parent company Meta has unveiled new plans to stock its social media platforms with fake AI users.
Dead internet theory, which is a claim asserting that the internet has been taken over by artificially generated content, with bot interactions vastly outnumbering any human component still active within it.
Man, I swear, sometimes I feel like we're already in the Matrix and they're just working out the kinks. Hey, I could be wrong. I'm a paranoid dude. Maybe it's a good thing, these AI characters helping us learn stuff, making it easier to search on social media, making sure the content is responsible or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Meta envisions social media filled with AI-generated users. The US tech group is rolling out a range of artificial intelligence tools to drive engagement? If you need AI to drive engagement, isn't there a larger problem with your platform? This isn't a new concept. These ideas have been around for a while now.
One of the earliest examples we know of is a post by a user named Illuminati Pirate on a website forum called Agora Road's Macintosh Cafe, with an outline of what the theory purports to be happening. But after the term was signal boosted by various YouTube videos or mainstream publications even, like The Atlantic, the term dead internet theory became a very well-known online conspiracy.
You know what's wild? This fits into a developing narrative I talked about months ago. A convergence of economic, technological, and political forces are steering us towards a future that eerily mirrors the dystopian landscapes of cyberpunk fiction. Crazy thing is, when I wrote this, I never expected them to just come out and admit it and make it part of a marketing campaign, but here we are. Meta is betting that characters generated by artificial intelligence will fill its social media platforms in the next few years as it looks to the fast-developing technology to drive engagement with its 3 billion users. It's just wild to me that 2024 was the year everybody started getting hip to all these bots, and the dead internet theory exploded, and then now at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, they're like, oh no, it's on purpose, it's driving engagement. Don't give us that bull. You've been using these bots this entire time, and now you gotta come up with a new narrative. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. The Silicon Valley Group is rolling out a range of AI products, including one that helps users create AI characters on Instagram and Facebook, as it battles with rival tech groups to attract and retain a younger audience. So marketing research from politics to pop culture is saying that Gen Z and younger audiences are starving for authenticity, and your answer is AI bots create AI bots? These elites are so out of touch. Whatever mandate to influence their money has given them, they have lost it.
Expanding on what that theory actually says, it goes a little something like this. Google and other large search engines out there have become sort of like Potemkin villages, which is an old Russian phrase referencing a village that was constructed just to impress Catherine the Great, but had no legitimate buildings. A Potemkin village was just an outward facade, built to give the illusion of depth with no actual content.
Does that remind you of anything that we might be seeing right now in our digital ecosystem? Most public-facing AI use on the platform has been in editing real users' content, yet the next wave of products aims to blur that line. Meta has allowed users to create AI assistants to answer follower questions that could converse in live video calls, although there were some guardrails on the projects, which included allowing creators to tell their avatars to avoid or emphasize specific topics. What a creep fest. Dude, please let this be the end of Facebook. Please let this be Facebook in its death throes. Next year, Meta says it plans to build on the technology by releasing text-to-video software, allowing creators to put themselves into AI videos. Meta's younger competitors are also deep into the AI game, with Snapchat releasing its own generative AI tools in September that allow creators to design 3D characters for augmented reality experiences.
In much the same way a two-dimensional piece of wood can be painted to resemble a three-dimensional construct, search engines are being dressed up as deeply immersive tools, while the true content that they serve is just a tiny fraction of what is claimed.
I'm pretty sure legally you're giving away the rights to your likeness when you use tools like these, guys. September 18th, 2024, AI likeness protections legislative update. No fakes bipartisan bill is introduced in the US House while California passes AB 2602 and Tennessee becomes the first state in the nation to pass AI protections via the Elvis Act. While AI presents extraordinary opportunities for technological advancement, it also raises real concerns over protecting intellectual property and copyrights and an individual's name, image, and likeness. as of right now, it looks like this is in a legislative gray zone when you're using these generative tools. I'm pretty sure that you're signing and you're agreeing to a EULA that is giving them the rights to use your information as either training data or commercially later on if they desire to, or use anything that you are creating as part of your brand or whatever you're trying to work with those avatars commercially later on.
Just to add, the second half of this theory is where I personally draw the line. If you don't, that's fine, but I don't necessarily believe that government forces are nefariously pushing some sort of anti-human online internet agenda. I think it's more so just a problem of human greed that's responsible for all this. But the first half of the dead internet theory, if not true already, is rapidly becoming true, with very few adequate countermeasures in place to stop it.
And the wild thing to me is, aren't these AI companions a major hallmark of every cyberpunk dystopia narrative? I mean, to me, the three major components of a cyberpunk dystopia are advertisements in your face, wherever you go, overwhelming, you can't get away from them.
Telly is a startup that's giving away free TVs. Not only does it show weather, sports scores, and more, there's also advertising 24/7.
You and I would both get different ads depending on where we live and all the different attributes of our profile.
There are QR codes to scan, a special key on the remote to get more information, and even a full web browser that lets you place orders. They take advantage of a built-in camera and microphone.
There's also AI companions and entities that are the equivalent of your human relationships.
The movie Her seemed like absurd science fiction a decade ago. A lonely, heartbroken man finds solace in an artificial intelligence female voice that he talks to through his phone and earbuds.
The woman that I've been seeing, Samantha, she's an operating system. She's not just a computer. When I talk to her, I feel like she's with me. She's not just a computer.
Listen to me!
She's not just a computer.
I'm normal, okay?
You always wanted to have a wife without the challenges of actually dealing with anything real. I'm glad that you found someone.
I just want a waifu. My expectations are realistic. Authoritarianism that's brought about through the destruction of individual sovereignty and civil liberties in the name of corporate interest, and the type of de facto fascism that comes from that.
Fight between U.S. and Mexico over genetically modified corn known as GM corn appears to be settled, for now at least. Last week, a panel of experts ruled that Mexico cannot ban imports of GM corn from the U.S. for human consumption.
What were we just saying at the beginning of the video about a cyberpunk dystopian future?
That sci-fi concept fast becoming a troubling reality.
Oh, right. I forgot. Thank you, buddy. The internet has become a testing ground for the automation of social engagement already. This is the next evolution of our marketing industry, where it combines with the infrastructure set up by the surveillance state to create a social credit system that is deeply entrenched in every facet of our lives, from when we wake up to when we go to sleep, and if they could manage it, it would be in our dreams.
A group of scientists is warning about an emerging type of advertising in which companies try to manipulate your dreams. ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth with a sleep researcher to explain why some are calling for more government oversight.
What in the fuck? Hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. If you're interested, we got a video on the cultural civil war that the left is having right now on whether or not they need to change their messaging. We've also got a deep dive into that top DOJ prosecutor, Matthew Graves, that's resigning, as well as the truck attack that happened in New Orleans. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you.